No Man's Sky has received its 37th update, with this one being called Worlds Part 2. That's right, as hard as the internet and all the haters tried, this game is still putting out some content. Like, I played No Man's Sky so hard at launch. I absolutely loved this game. And as a fan of everything that there is, I don't think I could have even predicted in that moment the amount of support that we have seen this game. And I think it's almost to the point that, like, not only has the game reached its initial vision, but I feel like it's gone beyond what they originally pitched. And I know, look, we could talk about that E3 presentation all day where No Man's Sky was oversold at what we were going to get on launch, but I think if you look at the game now and what we have, man, I think the game's crazier than what was pitched at E3. I think it's a lot cooler. Now, the game's director, Sean Murray, did kind of put together a bullet point list of what's included in it, and it's nuts. So let's just break these down. You got gas giant planets, new terrain, lighting overhaul, new solar systems, deeper oceans, new biomes, weather hazards, starship archiving, abandoned mode, deep sea creatures, dynamic weather, improved cooking, evolving story, and Titan expedition. And I want to break these down a little bit because on top of this post on X, Sean Murray also released a video that kind of dives into like the update. And on the topic of the new solar systems, No Man's Sky is saying that there are now billions of new solar systems and trillions of new planets added to this game, right? Remember that number that came out and there was like, in order to play this game and hit every single planet, it would take like 2 lifetimes. Like, that's what's crazy about this game, is you could play it 24 hours a day for the rest of your life and you would still never be able to visit all of the solar systems and all of the planets. It's wild to me. The other update is the terrain update, which Sean Murray basically said he worked on it himself. And, you know, there's things now like mountain ranges and kind of some craggy rock scenarios that you're going to be running across, and just basically new landscapes that you've never seen before. But then the other big thing is like gas giants, right? We have gas giant planets, and according to Sean Murray, these are going to be 10 times bigger than the current biggest planet in the game. And, you know, when you land on them, all hell's going to break loose. Like, it's going to be completely toxic. There's going to be giant storms, tons of danger. So when you land on them, it's going to be like, dude, this is a fun kind of like end of game, like, can I survive type experience. I think that's super cool. The oceans is the other one because, again, remember, this game had a lot of water improvements. They added life to the oceans, but now this update says that some of the oceans could be kilometers deep. That you could literally keep swimming and swimming and swimming, and thanks to the updates to like lighting, the deeper you get in the water, the darker the ocean around you get. And not to make that terrifying or even more terrifying, but like there's going to be giant sea monsters swimming through the water with you. The water is on the surface. It's going to be reflecting planets and stars and mountains and trees. And so it's realism. In fact, they were talking about ripples for a good portion of this trailer, and they were saying that the ripples in the water can be caused by like you walking or you swimming, or it can be caused by like spacecraft flying above it that it will like ripple and respond to it, or if there's fish or creatures underneath the water will ripple and respond to them as well, which is a really cool add-on to the game that I don't think really anyone expected there. And look, a little behind the scenes here, No Man's Sky is officially reinstalled on my PlayStation 5. I think I uninstalled it to like make room for Call of Duty or for something like that, but I haven't touched the game, I want to say, in like a good year. And I played that game religiously when it launched. And so, I mean, I guess I think of it this way. Like, if I loved the game at launch, when there was literally nothing to that game other than like mining resources and selling it on ships, I think I'm going to absolutely adore where the game is at now, and I cannot wait. I'll have to like explore everything, come back next week, and kind of report on my experience. And yeah, I guess this is just a fair word of warning with me jumping back into No Man's Sky. If there's no episode next week, blame it on Sean Murray and No Man's Sky and send help. Just send someone to turn off my PlayStation so I can get back into the studio. But either way, congratulations to the people who work on this game, Hello Games and No Man's Sky and Sean Murray. This game, you've gone beyond the expectation of players, and I think that this is super awesome. And it also sets the expectation for your next game, kind of what players can expect there.